know what the difference between a chip and a pitch shot is? In definition.
Well, pitch shot usually break your wrist.
Okay.
Chip, I keep my wrist pretty straight.
Okay.
Pitch shot normally goes higher.
Pitch shot. Okay. Anything else? So chip
Usually
shot
hit-
lower.
Chip shot is lower.
Okay.
Usually hit the chip shot off my back foot more than my front foot.
Okay. Good. So those are all right. So in a chip shot, we're generally keeping the ball lower. Generally, if there's nothing in our way, like this shot here, we're going to use a chip shot, which is a shot that we would use unless we don't need to, unless we have to use something else. So in a pitch shot, we're usually using if there's more distance or there's something in the way, rough, sand, whatever it is. So a chip shot, normally you're going to have farther back in your stance. Hands are going to be forward. Generally, in a chip shot or pitch shot, your feet are going to be a little bit open and close together. So your hands are going to be forward. And in a chip shot, like we said earlier, it gets kind of low to the ground, doesn't fly as far and rolls farther. Then a pitch shot flies farther and rolls less. So on this shot right here, if I was going to the blue pin, I'd have it back of my stance, little open stance, hands forward. The wrists don't really break, and that would be a chip shot. And say if something was in front of me, what would we change with our setup? Compared to the back in the stance, hands forward.
Yeah, we move the ball forward in your stance.
More forward,
Right?
okay?
And wouldn't lean the club forward as much.
Not as much, okay? So with that, what happens? The face lets the ball get higher, and it rolls less, right? Okay. So let's go ahead and hit a couple chip shots with our 8 or 9 irons. Generally, that's what we use. 7 from last night that we can use in our bunker play.
Open club face, just like the pitch shot.
Okay,
Flop
so
shot.
more of a flop shot like shot, right?
Right.
Instead of a chip shot.
Right.
So what's so with setup? I know you guys have obviously hit one before. What do you guys do differently in a bunker than
Get your footing
on
right.
grass? Good. So
Get your heels
a little
in
bit more
deep.
slippery, so we got to
Yep.
get stable, right? What else?
Should be played kind of off the left as opposed to the middle of the stance.
Yeah, so up in your stance maybe
Up in
a
the
little
stance,
bit.
maybe off the left
And
heel
why
or
is that?
something.
To get it up more?
Well, in part because you're trying to hit behind the ball. You're not
Trying to hit behind the ball.
Right.
Perfect. So are we hitting a bunker shot kind of with a closed face or really open face?
Open face.
And maybe open stance. So
Right.
pretty similar to a flop shot, right?
Right.
Wrist hinge and all that, right? Only difference is we're hitting behind, right?
Right.
You're following through.
Following through, so that's something